All right, day 23 of my semi-auto collection, and today we have a true classic that doesn't really need an introduction, but I'll give it one anyway. This is a Walther PPK. If you're not familiar with the Walther, and I can't believe that you aren't if you're watching my channel, it is a double action, single action, 380 pistol with a manual safety. Unfortunately, that manual safety can be engaged when the hammer is down, which I don't like because on a double action, single action gun, I don't like that safety being able to be engaged when the hammer's down, because then if you draw the gun and try to fire double action, you have to remove the safety first. Now, the way the one on this gun actually works is once you have loaded the gun, you've racked the slide, it's ready to go, then you engage the safety, it puts the hammer down. And then once you disengage the safety, you can fire. Now, I would rather it just decock and spring back up into position, but it does leave the safety on while the hammer's down. As I said, the gun is a 380 ACP and it holds 6 rounds in the magazine and 1 round in the chamber for a total of 7 rounds. This gun is a solid chunk of stainless steel. Even though it's small, it's a very competent gun. One difference between this gun and a lot of other guns I've shown you lately is this one is a blowback design. The barrel is actually integral to the frame. It doesn't move. It is fixed, which makes this gun extremely accurate, even with those little tiny sights. It's got very small sights. The front sight is integral and the back sight is replaceable. But like I said, very small. But even though those are small sights and it's got a small sight radius, that barrel that doesn't move, that is integral to the frame, makes the gun very accurate. One feature that does mess with people a little bit is there is no slide release. Once your gun locks back, if you've got it locked back, the only way to unlock that slide is to drop the magazine. Once you drop the magazine, the slide will go back forward. Now, this gun is often confused with the PPKS, but the PPKS is different. The PPK has a wraparound grip and a shorter grip frame. The PPKS has a full grip frame with grip panels and holds an extra round because the grip frame is a little longer. Now, most of these guns you see will be made by Smith & Wesson, not actually Walther, but this one is actually made by Interarms. It's a little bit of an older gun, and I really like this one. I've had Smith & Wesson ones, and I'm not going to say there's a huge difference, but there is a difference. In fact, this one is actually a little worse in some ways because it is more of an original design, meaning the tang is shorter here. On the Smith & Wesson, they enlarged that a little bit to take care of slide bite. So on this one, you got to be a little more careful because you don't have that added protection like you do on the Smith. I think most people are familiar with this gun because of the James Bond correlation with it. In fact, I've used it with James Bond costumes on Halloween before. So I think that's why most people are familiar with it. But a lot of people in the gun community are familiar with it just because it is an awesome little gun. And like I said, it is number 23 in my semi-automatic collection, my Interarms Walther PPK in 380 ACP.